Do politics make us angry?
Oh, the anger sharks are swimming in my head. You gotta dump that shit! You gotta dump that shit!
Nate, listen to me. Stay with me, Nate. Now repeat after me, Nate. Goose fraba. Goose blah blah.
This is actually something that I've struggled with, and I'm sure so many of you who are watching right now, you always have that person who says, you know what? I don't want to hear about the latest news. I don't want to get angry. I don't want to sit here and dwell on what is happening. This is actually something that I went through, I'd say back in like 2013, 2014 era, where I was consistently listening to, like podcasts, or I guess back in those days it was like radio shows, Rush Limbaugh and all that stuff. And I feel like there's a point where you feel like it does make you angry. You're constantly dwelling on that. Instead of having a good time, instead of being able to actually enjoy yourself in life, you're constantly dwelling on all the problems in the world, all the wrongs that are being written, maybe by a party that you don't agree with. And so you can get in your head a lot. You can sit there and just get in a bad spot. Listen, I know people, I have fellow friends who, when the 2020 election happened, they were depressed, like literally depressed for months on end. They're just like, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe that Trump lost and that Biden won. This country's going to shit. What are we going to do? And just consistently dwelling on it. So how do you get past that? And I still struggle with it. I'm not by any means saying that I am perfect, but there is a sense where if things aren't going the way you think that they should be, you do get down a little bit and it makes you angry. You're consistently dwelling on it. If you're on social media, you see certain news stories pop up. You're like, man, what the heck is going on? It can make you angry. I really trying to be aware of to make sure I'm not doing that his first thing is my wife. She's a good tale. She's pretty much my canary in the mine, where she says, hey, you need to chill out a little bit. We need to make sure that we're stepping back. We're enjoying our kids. There's also another portion to it is politicians, guys. We got to use sarcasm. We have to use humor in this whole thing, because it doesn't matter whether we're talking about Democrats or we're talking about Republicans. All of them are clowns. Like, there are very few of them that can be respected because they're clowns. They consistently lie. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. And so when you bring some humor and sarcasm into it, it does lighten up the mood quite a bit. Real quick, guys, I will get back into this conversation, but first things first, if you do love this content, or if you do want to follow along, kind of see what I ramble about in any future events to come, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, maybe give me a thumbs up, notification bell, that way you're notified every single time that I put out a new video. Let's get back to this topic right now. But then also you gotta make sure that you are focusing on your purpose. I think a big reason why I did get in the hole that I did back in, like I said, 2013, 2014, I didn't really so I had just gotten married, didn't have kids. I was still kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And I didn't really have that why, right? I didn't have that reason to keep on going every single day. And so I just buried myself into politics, into the latest news and what was going on. And that's why today I feel like I'm in a better position to stay away from getting into that angered state. I got kids, I got a beautiful wife. I can sit here and focus on all the great things that are happening in our life. And then also pushing off, it's like, hey, I can't really control what's going on. I do what I can on this channel right now to voice my opinion, to really vent, to get it out a little bit. But ultimately, what am I going to do? It's like I can sit here and be angry, sit inside and look at my phone all day and see what news is happening. Or I could go out and play b-ball with my boy, or I could sit there and go out with my daughter, watch them play soccer and all these things. It's all about making sure that this isn't your primary focus, because then it also ruins relationships in your life. I have many liberals who are, friends, family members, and I feel like I'm closer to the ones that we could actually have a discussion over what's going on, instead of the ones who kind of avoid it a little bit. They're like, nah, I really don't want to talk about that, because you can really dive in and you can kind of back and forth and just joke with each other, and it's like you could joke about both things. How many times Donald Trump, yes, of course I am voting for him this November, but he says a lot of dumb shit that you can joke about. Same with many members in the House, whether it be Republicans or Democrats. A lot of them say stupid shit. They do a lot of stupid shit that we can laugh about, and be able to communicate with those of us who don't agree with us on every single topic is a great way to get close to them, and then also figure out why they think the way that they do. So with the news cycle happening right now, I've been wanting to make a video like this for a little bit now, just to kind of get it off my chest, just to kind of talk about it, and also to make sure that I am not getting in that hole, to make sure that I am angry, since I am consistently keeping up with the daily news, what's going on, what this administration has been doing and all that stuff. There is a way to get into a dark spot, but guys, it's just all humor. Seriously, these guys are all just actors. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle they're on. And let's just, take life for what it is. Life is amazing. God has blessed this country like no other. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, and make sure that you are enjoying this life because we only have one life to live. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you could, please follow along this channel, and I'll see you on the next one.